the one thing you need to know. The one thing you really need to know. Anyone needs to know. It's very simple. The more of our attention that goes to what's happening right now, the more we will prosper. One simple sentence. Now, let's dive into that. What does that truly mean? You know, when I think about what that truly means, it brings me to a quote I was looking at today. And that quote, it said, being present is similar to living your daily life in meditation, in a meditative state. What I realized from individuals I talk to is that we are all spending way too much time in the past or in the future. We're spending too much time in our heads. And remember, the thoughts that we get from the past or the future, they're not happening right now. When we live in right now, we prosper the most. The thoughts we get from back then, or the thoughts we have about what's gonna go on coming up, they're always gonna be there. But the moment we interact with them is when we escape reality. Right at that very moment we interact with these thoughts is when we escape the reality we're living in. And the true thing that's so beautiful about understanding how the mind works is that when we see these subtle things, we don't have to go in our head and remember how it works. When you have a realization, automatically the way you see life will be different. It's similar to how we learn to use a pencil. We never have to think about how we use the pencil to write. We just know. It's a realization. When we realize something about our life as humans, it will apply automatically. I'll give an example. So right now I'm doing schooling. I'm in university, and I realized I had a couple insights, and after I had a couple insights about how thought works in our body, I honestly started living in the present moment more. Automatically. When other people are living, sometimes they live 70% up here and 30% in the now. When we realize that we don't need to dive into our thinking, we can be 20% up here maybe and 80% here. Now, what's the benefit of living 80% here in the current moment compared to living maybe 50% in the current moment? Why does it matter? Simple reason is that we have more ability. As human beings, we're built to live in the now. An example I would say is that, well, I'm in university right now, and I had a couple lectures, a couple classes, and I started realizing that when the teacher was talking and giving us lectures, I was retaining information so much more than before. And I didn't realize this until later, that damn, like, I don't need to look at the notes as much as I did before for some reason. Like, I'm starting to retain more information now because I'm in the present moment. And this is just an example for university. Imagine if you're running a business. Imagine how valuable it'd be to be able to have your memory expanded, to be able to make complex decisions better. Because the truth is, when we are not living in true reality, present reality, our decision-making power is weaker. We prosper when we live in the now. And that's the one thing we need to know.